Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is May 27th, and right now we're looking at the visible/infrared satellite imagery. You can see the active Gulf of Alaska troughing out here, and it's going to be spreading a system as we go through the midweek period. And if you guys are wondering, I am in Weatherford, Oklahoma right now. I'm going to be chasing storms out here for a few more days and towards this weekend before I get back here. So I will try to do these briefings daily, but if I miss a day, you just have to forgive me on that. But we do have the potential for some thunderstorms both today and tomorrow, even a chance for a severe storm out there, mainly a wind threat as we go through Tuesday. And then we'll take a look at the extended forecast here coming up, some interesting changes in the extended runs. And this is what we caught out here 2 days ago here. We got a nice shot of a tornado out here, and this was just south of Wichita Falls, Texas. So very fun day for the first day yesterday, and today are down days before we start the chasing back up again in earnest tomorrow on Tuesday. Now, this is the thunderstorm potential. This was issued by the National Weather Service Spokane. Still applies for today. Thunderstorm risk is out there, and we can see the darker green. That is where the wind risk is for a chance of gusts to 60 miles per hour. And again, the timing 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Tuesday. If you take a look at a wider view, you can see the general thunderstorm risk is in the lighter green here, and the marginal is across some of the Idaho Panhandle, just clips Washington and Oregon into western Montana. Now, if we take a look at what the radar, Doppler radar may look like here over the next 3 days, I'm going to go ahead and put this into motion, actually the next 2.5 days. But if we put this into motion for tonight, you can see some of these thunderstorms moving across maybe eastern Oregon, the slopes of the Cascades, maybe Bend getting a thunderstorm here, moving up across some of the Tri-Cities as you go in the overnight hours into early tomorrow morning on Tuesday. You can see some of this activity moving up to Spokane as you go through early tomorrow morning as well. Frontal system moving through west of the Cascades here, and a little bit down into western Oregon. Better chances across western Washington, Vancouver Island, and western BC. Then we go on into Tuesday afternoon. You can see that thunderstorm chance continue across my British Columbia, eastern Washington, Idaho, and Oregon. Check out some of these storms look particularly strong. They might be prolific lightning producers and have some gusty winds with them. And you can see there's a bit of shower activity on the back side of the front as we go on in through Tuesday evening here, even across the western portions, and a little bit of a convergent zone setting up there as we go through Tuesday night in towards Wednesday morning here, and some showery activity here as we go through Wednesday. I wouldn't completely rule out a lightning strike even west of the Cascades. There'll be a little bit of instability with some of that activity. And if we take a look at the trough here out over the Gulf of Alaska, here's Washington and Oregon, you can see a little ridge right here. But of course, the system is close enough where it's still spreading clouds over much of the region. And that frontal system swings through as we go through the day Tuesday. That swings through and we get a little bit of a ridge here building across some of the Pacific Northwest and just off the coastline. Then we flatten things out again as we go towards the upcoming weekend here. And then the Gulf of Alaska troughing tries to get going. More on that here in a moment. We take a look at CAPE, convective available potential energy. I'm going to put this into motion, and you can see it really build as we go through the afternoon and the evening hours today, mainly for southeast Washington and eastern Oregon. And then we scroll in towards tomorrow, and you can see the instability build across eastern Washington, eastern Oregon, Idaho, and that's going to bring that chance for some severe storms. And as we go on in towards Wednesday, you can see some cooler air aloft will be moving in west of the Cascades. I wouldn't completely rule out a lightning strike with some of those showers as we go through Wednesday afternoon. And now taking a look at the European, this is 6-hour lightning flash density potential. So here we go through today. You can see southern Oregon Cascades, can't run a thunderstorm there. And that will continue to be a problem as we go through tomorrow afternoon across Oregon, Idaho, and eastern Washington again. And as we scroll in towards Wednesday, you can see a little bit of that chance for a thunderstorm here, maybe western Washington up towards southwest BC again. Now, taking a look at Seattle, you can see today, and then the drop down of the temperatures. We go through Tuesday, Wednesday, we start climbing back up here with a little bit of that ridging here Friday, Saturday, then we drop back down again here potentially as we go towards the early portion of next week. Looking at Portland International Airport, 75 today actually. Not a bad day out there. Enjoy that Memorial Day because you're going to drop back down probably 10 degrees for Tuesday and Wednesday before we climb back up as we go through the early portion of the weekend and later this week. Here we go for Bend, something similar there, and same with Spokane here, bouncing back as we go through Saturday. So Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, kind of downtrending a little bit on the precipitation here, moving on the day Tuesday of the European, and the control run is showing actually less than 1/10 of an inch on last night's run here. So not great precipitation amounts here, but you'll definitely notice it's going to stay kind of dreary and damp as we go through the day Tuesday into Tuesday morning at least. and then some convergence on activity will probably make things wetter for some versus others. And if we look at that total precipitation, you can see kind of the winners here across western BC. Some of the Olympic Mountains getting a bit of precipitation there as well. And as we scroll off in towards the later portion of the week, actually shows Seattle, I think, what is that, about 0.3 of an inch on this run here. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah. Some precipitation is out there, but you can see lesser amounts across Oregon. But this is that signal for the thunderstorm activity out there across eastern Oregon and Idaho as well over the next today and tomorrow. Now, looking off into the extended here, this is the European, the artificial intelligence model. This is last night's run. And if I put this into motion, you'll see the system swinging here. There's the trough as we go through Tuesday's system there. Transient ridge builds in here, bumps our temperatures a little bit. Then we flatten out that ridge, and the Gulf of Alaska trough just gets absolutely roaring here as we go on in towards next week. Still a lot of uncertainty at this time range here, but that is a pretty strong trough out over the Gulf of Alaska. But then something even more interesting happens. You can see how the trough is situated further west on this run versus yesterday's video. And look at this ridge building across some of the west coast of North America, well up into Canada here. That would be a major heat dome. Very unusual here. You can see that this is the 500 millibar anomaly. So, very unusual for this time of year for that strength of a ridge to be building across some of North America, but that's still a ways out. I mean, we're talking, 270 hours. This is over 10 days away. Just something fun we'll be watching to see how this trough and this ridge develop in tandem. And this was yesterday. I did show this on yesterday's video here. So this is the 6 to 10 day. There's 8 to 14 day as well. The potential for that above average as the ridge builds here across the western portion of the USA. Here's the 8 to 14 day, and you can see the below average. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat this morning. Went on a jog here, and I think I kicked some stuff loose there. But anyway, drought monitor is out as well for May 23rd, and this isn't a great signal for summer, but at least Oregon is drought free right now, and Washington just has some moderate drought. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. I will try to do these briefings daily here, but if I miss a day again, forgive me. And we will do this again either tomorrow or the following day, and I will see you guys then.